Hello, this is movie review number 1185. This is A Real Pain. A Real Pain is a 2024 movie directed by Jesse Eisenberg, who stars as David Kaplan in the movie. This, I believe, might be his second film as a director after when you finished Saving the World. So Real Pain has Searchlight Pictures in it, and I saw this movie on November 23rd, 2024 at Regal Wilder 14 in Wilder, Kentucky. So this is about David and Benji Kaplan. They are mismatched cousins, and they decide to tour Poland to try to see where their grandmother came from. So their grandmother died within the past year, and David and Benji haven't really seen each other since, and they decided to go to Poland to try to see where their grandmother came from, like what house she grew up in. Now, they also know that their grandmother was one of the survivors of the Holocaust. And so, part of the movie, we see David and Benji on this tour with some other people, along with a tour guide, and they're exploring various parts of Poland, and they do come across the concentration camp that their grandmother was held in. So throughout the movie, we see David and Benji being at odds with each other, and let's just say the tensions resurface as they're trying to make it through this adventure, and let's just say there's going to be some tears. Some of those tears will reflect on the concentration camp and what happened. Some of those tears will be from Benji, who is coping from the loss of his grandmother, and David has seen Benji acting out a little bit and being a little crazy, and doing things that may not be in his best nature. He's Benji sometimes just a little erratic, um, emotional, and is angry at David for not having the same feelings that Benji is having. Let's just say that David and Benji kind of grew apart, and they don't exactly speak to each other for a good amount of time. Part of it might have been because of their grandmother passing, but also what happened to Benji later on, which will be talked about in the movie. I don't want to discuss spoilers, but I definitely understand why the movie is called A Real Pain, because because David and Benji are exploring the pain that their grandmother faced when she was at the concentration camp, and Benji is trying to grieve, and he's not sure why David is not exactly grieving as well, or is not experiencing the same level of grief that Benji is experiencing. Not just for his grandmother, but also for what happened several months ago. And David isn't sure how to resolve this. He knows that what they're going to see will definitely be traumatic, very sad. And David, let's just say that David is trying to be the chill one, the more calm one, but he's not. But sometimes Benji's erratic behavior kind of gets to him. Like, he loves him, but he also hates him. He wants to be like him, and yet he's trying to avoid this erratic behavior, but he's not sure what to do. Despite the fact that they might be at odds with each other at some points in the movie, they still are cousins and they still love each other, and they realize that they should get through this adventure together because they want to see where their grandmother came from. They want to find the village where she grew up in, and they want to explore Pullman. Yeah, this was a really good movie. Um, so Jesse Eisenberg portrays David Kaplan, Keaton Colton portrays Benji Kaplan, Will Shaw portrays James, Jennifer Grey portrays Marcia, Kurt Egyiwan, Egyiwan, Egyyawan portrays Eloge, Eloge. Raisa Sadolfi portrays Diane, Daniel Ortiz portrays Mort, and Aurora Torchisia portrays Priwa. So, again, I thought it was a really good movie, and even though Benji is not experiencing physical pain, he is experiencing emotional pain as he's trying to get through this adventure with what he and David are about to witness. But also Benji has a lot of feelings that he has towards his grandmother, and due to the loss of his grandmother, along with some other bad things happening in Benji's life, this causes him to be a little more emotional than David. And David can't help but wonder what to do about it. But he realizes that maybe the best thing to do is to be there for Benji, despite everything that's going on. But yeah, this was a really good movie. I definitely recommend it. So that's my movie review of A Real Pain. Please enjoy from this movie review. Alright, goodbye.